It's resolution 5K, 2K, but you don't want to spend over $1,000, this monitor is absolutely worth considering. And the color reproduction is seriously impressive, especially. What if I told you there is a 40-inch ultra-wide monitor with 5K, 2K resolution, amazing color accuracy, and a massive workspace for nearly half the price of my Dell UltraSharp? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's exactly what we're testing today, the INNOCN 40C1U. This monitor promises big specs, big screen space, and surprisingly low price tag. But is it actually worth it? Let's dive in and find out if this monitor can really replace some of the big name competitors, or is it just another budget trap? The unboxing experience is simple and clean. One thing I immediately appreciated though, the stand. It's surprisingly adjustable for a monitor in this price range. You get tilt, swivel, and height adjustments, making it really easy to dial in your viewing angle. Now here is where the monitor truly surprised me. When I connected it to my M4 Mac Studio, the text was sharp, everything looked clean, and the color accuracy was spot on. Right out of the box, I didn't even have to touch any color profiles like I did for the Dell UltraSharp. That said, one thing to keep in mind, even though this is a 5K, 2K monitor, everything will look very small by default. The menus, the text, the icons, it's just a reality of high resolution ultrawides. But that's where the BetterDisplay app comes into play. I highly recommend everyone using it to fine-tune their scaling on a Mac. It lets you adjust everything in your perfect size for your workflow. Whether you're editing, browsing, or just doing everyday tasks, this is the app to use. Personally, for me on this monitor, I found that the 3360 by 1480 gave me the best clear resolution. Let's talk about the productivity and the screen specs. With its 21:9 aspect ratio, it is a game changer. Just like the Dell, it allows you to comfortably run multiple windows side by side. Whether that's your video editing, spreadsheets, web browsing, or even your creative work. This monitor makes it an absolute productivity powerhouse. Screen real estate out the way, let's talk about some of the specs. Its resolution, 5K, 2K, with a refresh rate of 100 Hertz, and the brightness at 350 nits. And as for the ports, it includes a DisplayPort 1.4, an HDMI 2.0, two USB-A 3.0s, a USB-B 3.0, which I never used one personally, and the USB-C at 65 watt output, which is what I personally used to connect the monitor to the M4 Studio and also the MacBook Pro. This is an IPS panel, not a QLED or mini LED. So while the colors are excellent, this isn't a true HDR experience. The HDR here is very basic, and honestly, I recommend leaving it off. Still, the brightness is solid for everyday work, and the color reproduction is seriously impressive, especially at this price range. Now, of course, I had to test it with the PS5 as well. Via HDMI 2.0, everything ran smoothly, sharp visuals, great responsiveness, but I did notice one thing though, which was the colors were slightly desaturated compared to my Mac Studio. This is probably a common thing with budget monitors. It's likely due to the limited HDR support and the different color profiles applied on the HDMI inputs. If you're using it for console gaming, you'll probably need to tweak some settings to get it to the best image quality. And also be sure to use an 8K HDMI cord for the best experience, since this monitor did not come with one. Going into the refresh rates, this monitor runs at 100 Hertz, which is honestly perfect for most creators, everyday uses, and even casual gamers. You'll definitely notice smoother scrolling, fluid video editing, and better overall responsiveness compared to the 60 Hertz monitors out there. But if you're playing high intensity competitive games like Call of Duty or Fortnite, you'll probably want a 144 Hertz or higher monitor for that extra edge and supporting you on your gameplay. Now, one thing to note, which is the cons. If you're using an older MacBook or a machine with limited graphics capability, you might notice some slight blurriness or softer text. This isn't a fault of the monitor, it's just how Mac OS handles scaling on ultra-wide high-res monitors when paired with older firmware. So just be mindful of that. So who is this monitor actually for? Good question. If you're looking for a large, high-resolution display for creative work, productivity, and casual gaming, but you don't want to spend over $1,000, this monitor is absolutely worth considering. You get great screen specs, sharp text, excellent colors right out the box, and a flexible refresh rate, all at a very competitive price. So you're probably asking, Jim, would you replace your Dell UltraSharp with this monitor? Great question. Not in my main setup, just due to some features that the Dell offers that the INNOCN does not, such as higher nits for a brighter screen, a higher refresh rate, and also the Thunderbolt 4 at 140 watt output as well. But if I was setting up a second workstation, or if I needed a high quality ultra wide monitor on a budget, this would definitely be on my list. So final takeaways here, if you're considering the INNOCN 40C1U and you have questions, drop them down below. I would love to hear from you guys and I will answer them based on my hands-on experience that I've had with this monitor. And if this review helped you guys out, give it a like and subscribe for more honest, no fluff tech reviews. And guys, thanks so much. Till the next one, stay intentional. Peace.